Hi. I wanted to come on here to give you guys an update as to what's, been going on, and why I did not upload yesterday, even though I said I was gonna upload. Um, I need to stop making promises, because it's been a couple of times that I said, don't worry guys, I'm gonna upload, and then I don't upload. So I need to stop making those kinds of updates, but I've been struggling a lot with my mental health these past 3 weeks. I haven't wanted to do anything, at all. And so I've been slowly chipping away at the things that I need to do, and it's difficult. Also, if you comment something in the live chat, I won't be able to see it because my live chat feature is not working. It says something went wrong. So I don't know what I need to do to fix that. But anyway, yeah, so and even now I feel really, really tired. That's probably because I went on a walk yesterday. I finally was able to go on a walk. So that's a win. But as far as my projects, I wanted to update you guys and let you guys know kind of where they're sitting at. And then that way, you know, what to expect. Um, so I think I said in a post that I got a new editing software. I still need to learn the ropes of the new editing software because it is very different from the editing software that I used to use. So that's going to take me a bit. But most likely I'll just be watching a YouTube video about it and then editing on the side. So, and I can finally do that now because I turned my brain on and I used my art tablet that I bought ages ago. I hadn't been using it because I didn't know how. I stopped, I didn't have an art program on my computer. I only had it on my iPad, but it wouldn't work on my iPad. So I was like, well, I don't know how to use this. And so I finally figured out that I can use it as a monitor, as a second monitor. I don't even know where my pen went for this monitor. So I'll have to find that. But I can finally, do two screens at once. I can, work over here and then also work over here. But yeah, so that'll probably be easy. I'm a fast learner. And then as far as my podcast episode, I have the first part of it. It's gonna be split into 3 parts. Not I'm not gonna do part 1, part 2, no, it's gonna be one podcast episode split into kind of 3 sections. Okay, first thing we're gonna talk about is this. Second thing we're gonna talk about is this. Third thing we're gonna talk about is this, right? So I have the first part pretty much done. I just need the second and third part, but I kind of know what I want to say. But I was filming a vlog yesterday, and I was saying I don't know that I have the passion or the motivation to finish it because it's pretty much things that I've been saying all along. I don't want my podcast to be an echo chamber of you know what I mean? I don't want to be repetitive. That's my issue. But it's the only idea that I have. I don't have any other ideas. And the ideas, that I do have, I'll get them for a second and I'll be like, okay, don't forget to write that down. Don't forget that. And then I forget it. So, I'm kind of struggling with motivation here, but I think I can get it done. As long as I get good rest, I think I can get it done. Um, I feel really tired today because, I went on a walk and my whole body not only hurts, but I feel really tired. Um, so the podcast episode is almost done. It's probably gonna go up next Friday. Fingers crossed. And then what else? The video essay. Now that is not done. And the reason why it's not done is because I have to do a ton of research. So much research. And that research includes binge watching TV shows because it's about a TV show. Well, it's about it's about 4 TV shows. Thankfully, 2 of them only have 1 season. One of them has 2 seasons, and then the last one, the main one that I'm going to talk about, has 17 seasons and counting. And I need the actors to retire. I need them to move on to something else. But thankfully, I'm only going to be talking about seasons 1 through 5 because I can't be binge watching 17 seasons of a show. I don't like binge watching as is. This show has sucked the life out of me. So yeah, I'm done watching the seasons 1 through 5. I'm done watching one of the shows that has 1 season, and then I'm halfway through the other show that has 1 season, and then I just need to do the 2 seasons show. I'm really excited for that video essay. That's you know so here's another thing that I want to fly by you guys. What if I take a break from my podcast episode? Because podcasts are split into season 1, season 2, season 3. So what if I end my season 1 off from this what if I end my season 1 podcast season with this upcoming podcast episode, and then I take a month-long break from my podcast and I focus on the video essays, which the video essays I'm particularly excited about. And then during that time, not only do I focus on my video essays, but I also focus on what it is that I want to do on my podcast. You know? And I really brainstorm and I come back with ideas. Does that sound like something you guys would be willing to wait for? I hope so. I'm also really, really thirsty. Okay, let me check. I don't know. I don't want to quit my podcast altogether because, number one, that's not what I want to do. Even though in the heat of the moment, right now, with my lack of motivation, I'm thinking, I really should quit, I don't want to quit. But number two, it's, I see great things for the future of my podcast. I just don't know how I'm going to navigate this. That's the main issue that I have. I really would like to interview more people, and I have been reaching out to people that I want to interview and, talk to about certain things. Maybe I'll reach out to my friends and you guys can get to know my friends better. I don't know. But yeah. I do want to do an episode about autism because boy, do I have stories about autism. And so I know who I can reach out to about, autism. I have 3 friends off the top of my head that I can out to about not only autism but also ADHD. So maybe I'll reach out to them and I will film an interview with them, and that's fun. I love doing interviews. I love getting to pick people's brains, and I love, getting to know about people's life. I think that's what this podcast needs. I think I need to interview more people. So if you guys know authors, um, uh, you know what? I know a couple of authors that I could interview. So, and I'm actually gonna meet a few of those authors today. So that'll be really fun. Um, and sorry, I'm checking the time because I have to leave. Not soon, but soon. You know. um, I'm gonna meet a few of those authors today, and I could, talk to them about my dilemma and be like, so do you want to go on my podcast and be interviewed? And we can talk about not about your book, but about how your life has had to revolve around, your writing process and things like that. Because my friend Rin does a podcast about writing, so I don't want my podcast to turn into a writing, because number one, that's not the name of it. Lily's little life corner about life. Um, so, you know, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I would like to interview more people. So, if you guys know anyone that would like to be interviewed, I think I'm not gonna do this next podcast episode. Now that I'm, talking it out, I think this is gonna serve as my break. These past 2 weeks 2 weeks that I haven't uploaded, and upcoming third week that I haven't uploaded, because I do want to get started on interviewing people. So I want season 1 to be like me finding myself. And I should probably record an episode for my podcast platform listeners and let them know kind of what's going on. So I think I'm going to do that once I get back home. Or on Monday, I'll do, because Mondays are usually my filming days. And then, yeah, so I guess this is an update to say we're moving on to season 2. And in season 2, I really hope to interview more people. So, and I already have one interview lined up, and I'll do it in April. So, and that's why I said, like, I don't think I can take a month break right now because I have an interview lined up already. So, yeah. I think doing interviews is the perfect way to talk about people, about their lives, and then also keep my life relatively private. Um, because I don't want, as much as people on the internet nowadays love to, pull out their phone and start recording, um, I'm not one to do that. I'm not one to air out dirty laundry, you know? As much as it helps people go viral or whatever, that's not what I want to do. So, um, instead, I think I'm going to interview people that have similar struggles that I do, and then you guys will get to learn, will get to know more about me without me giving you all the details, you know? Um, and yeah, so that's my update. Um, I don't know what else I wanted to say, but I'm really, really excited for the next video essay because that is going to be incredible, I think. I have a lot of high hopes for it. I'm really motivated for that, so I can't wait. um, sorry, I'm really thirsty, and I forgot to bring my water bottle, so I think that's my cue to end this. But let me know what you guys think. Regardless, let me know. You know, just let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Not next week. I think I'm going to scrap next week's episode. I think it's gonna be a good episode. I just personally don't want to do it, you know. I think not only has it been talked about enough on TikTok, but I also think maybe like Kiki Chanel will talk about some but you know what? It's three different topics, you know, and Kiki Chanel moves fast. She moves so quickly. Um, and I still have opinions about it. So maybe I'll film it, you know, and um, see how I feel about it. And then maybe I can use that to learn how to edit. And then, you know, if I feel content with the end result, I can upload it. But aside from that, I think I'm gonna, you know, start a new season. And um, and yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I was so much more eloquent in my vlog yesterday. I don't know where that eloquence went, but um let's see, what else did I want to say? I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. So, yeah. Uh thank you for watching. If you watched all the way through and um let me know everything that you think about this, and I will talk to you guys later. I seem so low energy, and that's because I am. I I am so tired. I'm really exhausted. I walked more than I should have yesterday, which is a weird thing to say, but I have been in recovery for the past few months, and um I went from not walking at all to suddenly walking like almost 2 miles. Why would I do that? Because I was searching for drinking fountains. I did not find any. Mind you, these are public trails. I was really mad. I was really angry. That's the only reason why I walked so much, so I could find some water. I never found it. But you'll see it all in the vlog on my vlog channel once I finish editing it. Which I guess that's also another thing that I could use to learn how to edit. And then I can, you know, learn how to do different editing styles, and so that'll be fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye!